Aloha Salty friends, it's Levon from Salty Cures, and in today's little adventure I'm going to introduce you to some topics that we're going to be talking about in further detail for the rest of this month, December 2019, that will help you get in shape, if you can believe that, or at least stay in shape during the holiday season with all of the different challenges that this time of year presents to us all. So, here we go! That's cold water. And I'm wearing a hoodie. So obviously we've left the home base, the rock in the middle of the sea, and are traveling a little bit this week in Southern California. We just had Thanksgiving a week or two ago, and I don't know how you're feeling about it, but for me, it's always a reminder that, wow, the holidays are real and they're fun, but they also present a challenge with regards to fitness and staying in shape. So I wanted to talk about that today real quick and talk to you about some videos that I'm going to do in the very near future that will give you some specific insights and tips and coaching on how to navigate through this challenging time of year. For all intents and purposes, I would say that the holiday season starts with Halloween. It may not feel that way for a lot of people, but here's what happens, right? There's candy, there's parties, and there's all sorts of damage that you start to do to yourself. And the mindset for most people starts in Halloween with all of that stuff, and it doesn't really stop until you decide it needs to stop in the new year, right? So then Halloween passes, right? And it's almost an entire month really, even though it doesn't feel that way, until Thanksgiving hits. But during that month, you probably don't do a whole lot to fix whatever went on during Halloween. There's probably a lot of Halloween candy left over, and then before you know it, Thanksgiving is here. And of course, Thanksgiving is the most awesome food holiday ever, arguably. And that happens, and usually there's leftovers, and so on and so forth. And then something really critical that I think you may not be as aware about as you should be happens the day after Thanksgiving, and that is Black Friday. Now, I'm not here to talk to you about Black Friday sales. I'm here to talk to you about what Black Friday can possibly do to set you up for even more failure beyond that until the end of the year. And that is the fact that you're suddenly burdened and stressed out with, oh my gosh, I gotta buy gifts for all my family and friends. I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta put the tree up, I gotta do... And all these things are worthy and valid, but what takes a back seat, right? Usually your fitness. So you have to be aware of that. So even if you get through Black Friday with your wallet and bank account still intact and your credit isn't thrashed, you then get through December and it's what? Christmas, other holidays, then New Year's, and it is literally the most wonderful time of the year, my absolute favorite. But what's gonna happen probably to most people is that you're now gonna go a solid 2 whole months where your fitness has taken a backseat, from October 31st to December 31st, and then you start thinking about it, right? You start thinking, okay, new year. And what you've probably done subconsciously or deliberately through all that time during those preceding 2 months is told yourself, well, it's the holidays, I'm not gonna worry about it, I'm just gonna think about it in the new year and we'll revisit it then, right? And you know, you could probably make the argument that if that's your perspective, if that's your philosophy, and you've prepared yourself for the holidays through the rest of the year, then okay, maybe that's okay. But my guess is that most people have not done that, and that it's just another form of human procrastination that we need to try to avoid. Another thing to think about is that 2 months in a calendar year is 1/6 of the year. That's a pretty big percentage to just let yourself go and then try to compensate for it immediately in the new year. Now, statistics show that people gain an average of 5 pounds a year during the holidays. Just kidding, I made that up. I don't know that there's a statistic on that. There probably is, but I didn't research it. But I'm willing to bet anything that people do gain some weight. And I'm sure that people, maybe you've seen in yourself, you've gained 5 pounds, maybe more. The point is that it happens. And that suddenly you're finding yourself in January having to undo something that maybe you could have just at least broken even during that time and not have to then overcome anything, but just keep on going and refocus in the new year and get going again and have continual progress, even if there is a little bit of leveling off during the holidays, and then just hit it again in the new year. Now, by now you're about to click off this video because this guy telling me not to enjoy the holidays, man, the holidays are meant to be enjoyed, so forget this guy. Okay, I get it. And I totally agree. The holidays are meant to be enjoyed. And I'm enjoying them, and I will continue to do so. However, and this is what we're gonna get to in the future videos in the next little bit that we're gonna talk about and I'm gonna put out there for you. You don't need to be a monster and enjoy crazy stuff day in and day out for 60 days, right? You can enjoy the holidays responsibly, and that's what we're gonna talk about. So here's the big thing I want you to get out of this video. Like with anything in fitness, mindset is crucial and is the backbone and foundation of every single thing that you can do or not do for yourself. And so if I can just get you to think, okay, have a recognition of this time of year presents very specific challenges, and they are very real and have the very strong possibility and potential to derail me for the rest of the year. Like we talked about a minute ago, that putting yourself behind the 8 ball in the start of the new year often is very, very difficult for people to overcome. And then what happens? Those first 3 months of the year, if not more, people are operating at a lower level than they should be because they're frustrated and discouraged because of what happened during October through December. So if you can just start, and probably should have had this video out to you a month ago when Halloween just finished, but if you can just start with the idea in your head that, okay, deep breath. This is the holidays. Yes, I'm going to enjoy them, but I'm going to do so responsibly, and I'm going to do this, this, and this, and not do this, this, and this. Again, stuff we'll talk about in videos in the very near future. And just have that idea that, okay, it's got to be taken seriously. I'm going to enjoy it, but here's what I'm going to do to counteract and offset some of the effects that the holidays often put in our face, okay? So if you can do that, even now on December, what's today? December 10th, I think, as of this recording. If you can do that even now, I think you can do a lot of good stuff for yourself to set yourself up for success in the new year. And that's what it's all about. It's just not thinking that one day, one workout is either going to make or break your fitness journey. It's not. But many of those days strung together obviously will. And so if you can just have a mindset coming into this or continuing through this that it's real, it needs to be accounted for, and I'm going to get through it with flying colors so that starting in the new year I can be on my way to what I want to accomplish, then I think you're going to be okay. So if you're already struggling with the effects of the holidays, don't fret. I hope this helps you. I'm here to help you even more and to set yourself up, like I said, for success in the new year and always. If you have been struggling with something specific during these holidays, put them in the comments and let's talk about them. I love reading comments. I will answer them as much as possible. A lot of times I will take those comments and make them the subject of a future video, so I'd love to do that during the holidays. If you are someone who has had success during the holidays and getting through them without the weight gain, without splurging and indulging, and you have some strategies, share those as well. We'd love to share those with our Salty Cures community and help each other out as much as possible. We got to stick together and malama each other so that we can make it through this time that's difficult for fitness while also enjoying it. And like I said, allow it to set us up and not get us set back in the new year. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please share it with as many people as you can, and also don't be afraid to leave comments. Even if you don't agree with what I'm saying, leave those as well. I'd love to talk about it. And be sure to subscribe to this channel for more awesome fitness videos. And be sure to hit that bell notification to make sure you're there and you know when new videos are posted all the time. Take care, my friends, and I'll see you again soon. And aloha.